The fire crackled, sending embers spiraling into the cold night air. The group of 5 huddled closer, their breath visible in the autumn chill. Sam, the oldest, leaned forward. "Ever hear about the Watcher in these woods?" His voice was low, measured, and the flickering firelight cast deep shadows on his face. Jake snorted. "You mean that dumb legend? Come on, man." Sam just smirked. "You don't believe it? Good. That means you want to run when you start hearing the sounds." A hush settled over the group. Only the wind rustled through the towering pines around them. "This happened years ago, right near here," Sam continued. "A couple, Mark and Lisa, were hiking through these woods when they got lost. They weren't worried at first, figured they'd retrace their steps in the morning. But as night fell, they started hearing things, branches snapping, soft footsteps just beyond the trees. Lisa swore she saw someone moving in the dark, but every time Mark shone his flashlight, there was nothing. Then they saw the eyes. 2 pale, gleaming orbs just beyond the tree line, watching them. Never moving closer, never going away. A log collapsed in the fire with a burst of sparks. The group flinched. "What happened to them?" Mia whispered. Sam's smile was grim. "Mark ran. Lisa wasn't so lucky." "Okay, that's enough," Jake said, rolling his eyes. "That's just a story." But then, somewhere beyond the fire's glow, a branch snapped. The group fell silent. The fire flickered, casting long shadows between the trees. The night suddenly felt heavier, the darkness around them thick and pressing. "Probably just an animal," Mia whispered, but her voice lacked confidence. Another snap. Closer this time. Jake, trying to act tough, grabbed a flashlight and pointed it toward the trees. "See nothing." Then they all saw it. 2 pale orbs, just at the edge of the tree line. Watching. No one spoke. No one moved. Jake swallowed hard. "Eyes high. Could be a deer." The eyes blinked. "Deer don't blink like that," Sam said. His voice was barely above a whisper. Mia clutched her jacket tighter. "Okay, I don't like this." The eyes disappeared. Not like something turning away, but like they vanished completely. For a long moment, the only sound was the fire's crackling. Then, soft, deliberate footsteps circled them just outside the fire's reach. Jake stood abruptly, his flashlight trembling in his grip. "Hello," his voice cracked. Silence. Then a whisper. It came from behind them, barely audible over the wind. A low, rasping voice, "I see you." Mia choked back a scream. The fire flickered violently, as if something had moved through it. "Pack up," Sam said, voice tight. "Now." They scrambled to gather their things, hands shaking. But the whispers didn't stop. They came from every direction, surrounding them. "I see you. I see you." Then, a breath right behind Jake's ear. "Cold. Rotten." He spun around, but there was nothing. The group broke into a run, crashing through the undergrowth. The whispers followed them, weaving through the trees, too close, too fast. Then, Mia tripped. She hit the ground hard, knocking the wind out of her. The others skidded to a stop, looking back. And it stepped into view. Tall. Thin. Its skin stretched too tightly over its face, its mouth a gaping black hole. And its eyes not eyes at all, but pale, gleaming voids. It reached for her. Jake grabbed Mia's arm and yanked her to her feet. They ran. They didn't stop until they reached the cars. Throwing themselves inside, they locked the doors and peeled out of the campsite. The whispers faded. The thing did not follow. Only when they were miles away did they dare to breathe again. No one spoke the whole drive back. The next day, Sam checked the news out of curiosity. A missing persons case had been reopened 2 hikers from years ago. The bodies were never found. Only their campsite, abandoned, with 2 words scratched into a tree: "I see you."